Yay, got it.
All right, well, welcome to our question and answer session about the Nationals in Providence. Very exciting. I want to introduce Susan Miguel, who will actually, Susan, introduce yourself.
Hi, I am Susan Miguel. Like I told you, I'm from Rhode Island, and I happen to be the one that is commonly referred to as the Fairy Gold Mother. And I take care of everybody on their bridge career from when they first start to play until now they graduate from the Gold Rush. We started a new event in Marlborough. So we kind of have a continuum and we'll help you along. And we just want to make sure that everybody has a fabulous time when they play.
What's the Gold Rush, Sue?
The Gold Rush is a special event, a type of event for people that have under 750 points. So at the Nationals, for instance, we're going to have what are known as IN games. And people always sometimes wonder what IN means, and it means intermediate novice. So when you first come to a tournament, or if you're not comfortable with the tournament, or you just want to play in a little less intense environment, you can play in the IN games. Then when you're ready to graduate, you can move up to the Gold Rush games. And the Gold Rush are gold point events. Have both teams and pairs. And it's a stratified event, but no one in the event has more than 750 points. And then they stratify it what makes sense by somebody's average. So it could be 400 would be the C, and 600 or some fluid number in between. But the key is nobody has more than 750 points. And it gives you the opportunity to play in an event with people of similar or just a little bit above you experience level, but it's still a gold point event. So you can be competitive without having to go move over to open pairs and play in 0 to 1500 flight C. So it's a really nice event.
Well, the reason that bridge players love getting gold points is that you need a certain number to become a life master in bridge, and you can't get them every day. There are only certain tournaments that give out gold points. So players go to tournaments that have Gold Rush events so they can play against their peers and still win some of these coveted gold points towards their life master status in bridge.
Susan, if I come to the event, do I just sit down at a table or do I have to register to participate?
Okay, so the way this thing rolls is there are 10 days of bazillion events. They have events for national champions, international champions, the people that you see that write books, they all have events. There are events for people like me. There are events for people that just literally learned how to play bridge. So our events, the novice intermediate events and the Gold Rush events are going to be at a place called Exhibition Hall D, which is going to be transformed to Fairy Godmother World. And when you walk in, it's going to be just your space to play bridge for as often as you want to play. And there will be a place to buy we call it buying in. So when you arrive, you would check in at the welcome desk. There will be a welcome desk for the whole tournament. When you check in with that desk, it's a meet and greet, and they're going to give you a gift, a really nice registration gift just for coming. And then you're going to come into our world. When you come into our world, we're going to give you another fabulous gift. It's a whole week of just those kind of things. So you're going to get another fabulous gift, especially curated by me. And then we'll give you the lay of the land. We'll show you where everything is. And then you would go to a table to buy an entry. So if you're playing in the IN games, which will be for the people under 300 master points, those are all single session events. So when you come to play, you and your partner would show up at the director's table, and what we do, say, buy an entry. So it would be $30. That's $15 for each of you to buy an entry to play, say, at 10 o'clock. You don't have to do that ahead of time. You can show up. I suggest showing up so that you'll be in the playing room a half an hour ahead of time. That way you can get the lay of the land, see where the things is, where's the ladies' room, pick up your gift, all of that sort of thing. They'll give you a piece of paper and they will say, you're going to sit at G5 or B2. So you will just look for that section letter, and there'll be table mats with those letters, and that will be your assigned table. And then you just sit there and wait for the game to begin. They'll pass out the boards. And then after that, it runs like a regular game. At the end of the game, they'll post the results, and then there's winners. Then if you want to play again, there'll be another game at 3 o'clock, and then you do the whole process again. If you came for the first day on Friday and you want to come back on Tuesday, you can do that. Some people play every day, all the sessions. Some people play a couple of days. Some people play once, go out to lunch, do whatever. So that part is totally flexible. If you decide you want to play in a Gold Rush event, those are 2 session events. So when you come to buy your entry, you're signing up to play both at 10 o'clock and at 3 o'clock. So that would cost $60 because it's $15 a person times the number of sessions that you're going to play. But once again, for those, you don't have to tell anybody ahead of time. You just show up.
So what if I don't have a partner for those events?
If you don't have a partner, you can send me an email, and I would be more than happy. And I have a wonderful reputation for curating partners just for you. And I try and get it, whatever your vibe is. I try and get somebody else with a similar vibe, similar experience level. Sometimes it's a little problematic depending on the day, but I try my best to make sure you have a fabulous time.
Awesome.
So, and
Thank
I'll
you.
just chime in. If you know in advance that you want to play on a certain day, like a week in advance, you're planning to go Saturday or whatever, you can tell me also. I will be able to pair up my students with each other. But if you just decide that morning, you know what? It's raining, my golf game got canceled. I'm going to drive to Providence and play in the Nationals. Just drive there. Okay, at that point, I'm doing something else. You're going to go, you're going to arrive, you're going to see Sue. You're going to tell her that you need a partner, and she's going to pair you up on the spot.
Okay, thank you.
So for those of us who have 0 points and are relatively new to this, how do we arrive?
So you would arrive the same thing I just said. You arrive with your partner and you come to the 299er room. You'll be able to
Exhibition
tell.
Hall D. Is that what you said?
Exhibition Hall D, but you'll be
D.
able to tell, believe me. When you see all the doors, there's going to be one that is not like the others. And that is the door that you're going to go in. Guaranteed, you will be able to tell. It's going to be super fabulous. And then we do the same thing. Check in and get your registration gift, and we'll have plenty of people that'll help you find your way. There'll be people there to help you look at the scores after the game to figure out how you did and navigate around. The most important thing is just to come with a spirit of adventure. Go with the flow. Don't get too upset, whatever, and it'll be fabulous. But it's going to take a time, especially if this is your first tournament. What I will tell you, the second or third time I ever played duplicate was at the Toronto Nationals. And they had a 0-5 game, and my partner and I, we happened to go there on a vacation, and we said, okay, we're going to play a weekend at this, whatever, what did we know? Well, we walked in and we saw like hundreds of tables, because that was back in the day. There were literally hundreds of tables. As far as the eye could see, we had the best time ever, and that was it. And now look, it's my whole career. It's playing bridge, but we had the best time ever. So it's not scary. And this is a fabulous place to come because it's like a huge party. They'll have vendors with bridge books or jewelry or whatever. They have it every day, well, most of the days except for the first Saturday and Sunday. There are bridge celebrities that come to do lectures 45 minutes before the game time. So that's kind of fun. You get to see, Audrey Grant or the people that write books, so you may have heard their name buzzing around the bridge world. So that's fun. There's different hospitality things that are happening. There'll be a water fire if you haven't come to Providence much. Saturday night, I think it's Saturday night, it's going to be water fire. And that's a fabulous experience in and of itself. Forget all the bridge part. So you could come and play bridge and have dinner and stay for water fire. It's almost like being on a vacation. So there's a lot of things going on at the same time that make it way different than a regular bridge tournament.
Thank you.
There's even one of the, I don't know if any of you are familiar with Adam Parrish. He actually wrote a play, and they are having the play professionally produced. It's about a bridge divorce, And the local theater is putting it on, and they have like real actors and a director and the whole deal. You can get tickets to go to the show. It's a bridge theme show. So there's things like that that are going on that just make it different and fun.
Thank you.
It
Do you have
does
any-
seem to be intimidating, like, oh my goodness, the first time I'm ever gonna go play the tournament is the Nationals, but really, when you see the room, walk down the hall, you'll know this is the place I wanna go, and it'll be fabulous.
In many ways, this may be one of the less stressful tournaments to go to because there's so much special attention being given to the novice players. You know, but we don't always have Susan having, you know, all these special arrangements. So having this set up in Providence, you know, may actually be a more relaxing first tournament for many people than some others. It's all about having fun, I believe.
Correct.
Sounds
Yeah.
like it.
Yeah.
Is it easy to get accommodations down there? I'm thinking that I might come down for a couple nights and then come back home. Do you have any sense of that, or we're just totally on our own around that?
No, they
Airbnb.
actually have several, I think there are 5 or 6 hotels. There's a number in the ACBL bulletin, or better off if you go on provnabc.org. That's the local website that the tournament organizers have developed, and it's fabulous. It has all kinds of information, anything that you possibly could want to know about Providence, the hotels, the playing, the collateral events, it's all on there.
What is it? What?
provnabc.org.
That stands for North American Bridge Championships, NABC. I've sent you that link a few times in your emails.
Oh, okay, maybe so.
And
Okay, oh,
I
yeah.
just got my hotel reservation, and so there's an
here it
email
is,
address,
yeah.
a website, and telephone numbers for the company that coordinates all the hotels reservations.
Okay. Oh, yeah, here we go. It's all laid out here.
So
Okay,
there
thank
are
you.
special rates if you are part of the bridge tournament.
Okay, good, thank you.
Is it easy enough to park there on a daily
Yes,
basis?
there's parking right at the convention center, and I think that information is also on that website.
Okay, great. Thank you.
And I just went there last week, and it was Providence is an easy place to get to. It's not, it's like centrally located, and the highways aren't scary, and it's literally off the highway. I don't think it's a mile from when you get off the highway till when you drive in the parking lot.
I assume the parking's not free.
Say that again, I didn't hear
I
you.
assume the parking is not free.
No, the parking is not free. However, I think the parking,
So
I was just
I'll-
gonna say, Lois is here. Lois is one of the co-chairs of the Nationals, along with Joe Brouillard, and she knows all the nitty-gritty details about that kind of thing.
I'm listening in without audio or video, but I heard you talking about parking.
All right.
Joe negotiated a $10 a day rate, which is kind of unheard of in any city.
Yeah.
And it's with no in and out privileges. So if you come to play, you pay $10, you'll get a chaser from us. You know, the instructions will be there for you. You come and see the information desk and we'll give you a chaser. It'll only cost you $10.
That's fantastic.
Bye-bye.
That is.
I'm leaving you again.
And the convention center is right near the Providence Place Mall. Providence Place
Okay.
Mall is fabulous, and there are fabulous places to eat all around. They call Providence the restaurant city. There are tons of creative and interesting restaurants. It's very walkable. It's safe and it's walkable. There's always interesting, it's a college town between RISD and Brown, and PC and all the college kids, Johnson and Wales. It has a nice vibe, and it has a nice vibe of historical, with Brown. My dad went to Brown, and his dorm was formerly George Washington Stable. And those buildings are still there. And across the street will be some fabulous brand new buildings. So it's a nice meld of the old and the new. There's a river to walk along with a park. It's a very nice place to visit. So you ladies thinking about coming, or you just dipping your toe in the information pool?
No, I'm definitely thinking about coming and staying for a couple nights. This is Sally up in New Hampshire. And I thought I saw that on Sunday, the 24th, there was a lesson with Audrey Grant.
I think that's on the first.
Oh,
I
okay,
think
maybe,
that- Where's one? I'm pretty sure
It's the
that's on the
first Sunday.
weekend.
yeah, yeah. Which
Well,
is,
that's the 17th, I think.
oh, I'm mixed up.
Yeah, it ends on the 24th.
Right. Oh, I guess I'm not staying that long. Yeah, so yes, I'm thinking of coming. I've not been. I missed it when it was in Boston years ago. I've always kicked myself for not coming. So yeah, I thought that would be fun. So Kim, I may check in with you about finding a partner for any pickup games or whatever they're called
Okay.
to play with somebody.
So when you decide that you want to come, and if you decide you need a partner, if you just, you can talk to Kim, or you can send me an email, and I just need to know what days that you want to play, and what games you prefer to play in.
Okay, I'll do that. Yeah. I think it would be fun.
It's
And
an adventure.
Jane Venti and I are partners, the Jane and Jane duo, and we're planning to play. I forget exactly what day we decided on, Jane, but
I don't
we
remember. I
decided
thought we'd drive down for a day.
drive down for a day and start with, the 10 o'clock beginners, and then see how we do, if we want to go to the 3 o'clock one or not.
Exactly.
I'm sure you're gonna love it.
Okay. All right. Well, Susan and Lois, thank you so much for joining us. And
welcome.
for those watching this, if we haven't answered all your questions, don't hesitate to send me an email, and we'll forward it on to the right people and give you all the information that we have, so you can have a great time playing at the Nationals.
Thank you
right.
all.
Thank you
Okay, I'll
again.
look for you there.
Yep.
Don't
Thank you.
forget, you're not gonna miss it. You're gonna know exactly where to go.
Okay.
Thank
Kim,
you.
All right.
Kim, are you gonna be
Bye-bye.
there the entire time, or what's your
I
schedule?
will have to take a couple of days off, because here, let me just, I'm going to stop the recording and say goodbye to those watching.